On December 10th, 2011, Scott Brentwood of Virginia was ordained to the diaconate as a friar of the Order of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mercy after completing his studies at St. Charles Borromeo Seminary in Philadelphia. The ordination took place at the historic shrine of Our Lady of Bonaria in Cagliari on the island of Sardinia in the Mediterranean Sea. Deacon Scott was ordained as a transitional deacon. He will function as a deacon for several months while preparing for his future ordination to the priesthood. He has been living at the Mercedarian Provincial House in Rome for 2.5 years, where he has been studying for a license in canon law at the Gregorian University. Deacon Scott's story began where he grew up, in a rustic area in Virginia, along the Blue Ridge Parkway that still maintains a unique atmosphere of tranquility. Living in the Bible Belt, faith was a very strong and present reality of everyday life.
I pray that everyone within the sound of my voice would be absolutely sure that they are ready for death when it comes.
Young Scott and his family, however, found that the Catholic presence was very small and almost non-existent. In the family's home, prayers were said regularly, although the family was not as religious as other families. Scott began to consider a vocation to the priesthood when he was 14. As a teenager, he worked at a government institution where goods were distributed to the poor. One time, he helped a family that really needed help, and afterward tried to find a way to help others in more than just material ways. When he was 17, he decided he would pursue a priestly vocation. He was told that he needed a college education first, so he went to Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, which has a student population of 30,000. During an unexpected stay at a friend's apartment, he came across some holy cards of Mercedarian saints. Although he had been disappointed with other religious congregations, the images of the Mercedarians seemed different. He contacted the order, arranged for a visit, and almost a year later, after graduating, entered the order. The shrine of Our Lady of Bonaria, where the ordination took place, has a rich history and has been staffed by the Mercedarians since the early 1300s. Deacon Scott was approved for the ordination by Father Arcangelo Bonu, the Mercedarian provincial living in Rome. He was ordained by Most Reverend Giuseppe Mani, the Archbishop of Cagliari. The ordination took place with the laying on of hands, with the bishop placing his outstretched hands on the head of the candidate while using the proper prayer. Deacon Scott has become fluent in Italian and looks forward to his priestly ordination. We have high hopes that, with God's help, he will become a fine Mercedarian priest. Find out more about a vocation to the Order of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mercy. Read the vocation letter from Father Joseph Eddy on the Order's website at www.orderofmercy.org/vocations.